US President Joe Biden attends the NATO summit in Vilnius, Lithuania alongside Rishi Sunak. The president travelled to the summit following his quick stop off in the UK, where he met with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and also King Charles. During his meeting with the Prime Minister, Biden reiterated the relationship between the US and the UK as rock solid, as he called Sunak a close friend.
Couldn't be meeting with a closer friend and a greater ally. And we've got a lot to talk about. I think we're doing well. I think we're moving along in a way that's positive. But our relationship is rock solid. In the States, and I look forward to our discussions.
Yeah, me too. Great to have you here. Thanks very much.
It comes after the British Prime Minister said he discourages the use of cluster munitions in Ukraine. It was in response to the US decision to send the controversial weapon to Ukraine to help support the country in their fight against Russia.
The UK is signatory to a convention which prohibits the production or use of cluster munitions and discourages their use. We will continue to do our part to support Ukraine against Russia's illegal and unprovoked invasion.
Biden also met with the King at Windsor Castle, where their visit was said to be a sign of appreciation for the seriousness with which the King took the climate crisis. During their meeting, they were joined by Biden's climate envoy John Kerry, whilst the UK's Energy Secretary Grant Shapps was also present for a meeting with experts on climate finance for poor countries around the world. Biden now meets with NATO Stoltenberg and other leading political figures to iron out a plan to help Ukraine in its war against Russia, but he may face some awkward conversations over cluster munitions during his trip.
There are, of course, differences inside NATO, differences on cluster munitions, about the entry of Sweden into the alliance. But that is, on one hand, the great weakness of NATO, but it's also the great strength, because consensus has to be achieved, and it will be by the end of Wednesday.
The president, along with Sunak and other world leaders, are due to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will be in attendance at the summit. They are likely to discuss the progress of the war since Ukraine began its counter-offensive, but also touch on Ukraine's future membership within NATO.